Looking back on it, I would never do that again. YouTube, what's going on? My name is Tremaine Robinson, and this is the first video of this new YouTube channel. The first video. I wanted to create this YouTube channel just to kind of give a little experience or a little background on my transition from the military and to how I got into digital marketing. So it was a very long, complex, crazy transition, but I made it, and I am so thankful. So kind of give you a little background. I got out of the military on March 3rd. I served in the U.S. Army for about five and a half years. Just got out, and I was like, what do I want to do? Just like most veterans. Veterans are pretty much saying, hey, you get out today, and it's like, what do I want to do next? You don't know. You have to rebrand yourself all over again, every single time. Every person is different, and they just don't know. I went in the military as a military police soldier, officer, whatever you guys want to call it. And that's the only thing that I wanted to be. And so whenever I got medically discharged, it's like, what and where do I go? What do I do? And so after going and bouncing around from different career paths and things like that, I was able to stumble across a career path that I felt was perfect and right for me, which was digital marketing. I ended up going from, barber school to cybersecurity. I mean, you name it, I went through it, probably touched on it, thought about it, just anything to kind of get my foot in the door for my next transition, to make my transition easier, and just trying to find my next interest. I only wanted to do in law enforcement, and now that I'm, out and I was discharged, I couldn't do law enforcement anymore. So kind of a bummer, but it was definitely a blessing in disguise looking back on it now. So back in 2019, I opened up my own travel agency called Limitless Travel, and I've been doing that, like I said, since 2019. And so thinking about that, I was like, okay, well, you have to brand, you have to market, so that would be awesome, right? And so I thought about doing marketing, enrolled, getting my MBA at University of Miami. And then I thought about it after about 2 classes. I said, just getting a general MBA isn't going to get me necessarily to where I want to go in marketing. It was a marketing MBA then for sure, but this is a general MBA. I personally felt like that it wasn't, and so I ended up transferring. And so I ended up transferring to a school that some of you may know called Full Sail University, down there in Winter Park or Orlando, Florida, and pursuing their digital marketing program. Now for me, that was golden because I wanted to get that experience and something on my resume, to show employers like, hey, I actually am trying. So not only was I a business owner, for a travel agency, for the past 2 years, now I'm enrolled in school. And I completed many certifications, so like, email marketing with HubSpot, Google Ads display with, of course, Google. And then I ended up finding an internship with International Institute of Digital Marketing. Now, I found that internship through Indeed.com. I believe it was Indeed. Yeah, it was Indeed.com. And I applied, found, did like a little research, and I was able to hear back from them. Heard back from them, had an interview, I was selected, and I was thankful. I literally was selected maybe got out in March. Internship started in May. So yeah, I got selected in the middle of May, and I started like a week later. And so I was like, all right, cool. It was unpaid, but gotta get that experience. Experience is really what people need. Is either experience or networking. And if you don't have the experience, you better network, and if you don't network, you gotta have that experience. Like, to me, that's like Batman and Robin. You gotta have both. If you don't have one, you gotta have the other. If you don't have the other one, you gotta have, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah. I had my travel business. I had 5 or 6, certifications. So like I said, I got into that digital marketing internship. And that lasted for 3 months. It was unpaid. And within the internship, I got 3 certifications from them. So one certification was, I wrote it down, it was a content marketing master and a digital marketing analyst. And then I got a marketing strategy certification. So I had 3 certifications just within that internship alone. Like I said, it was unpaid, but I did get that experience, which is definitely ideal. So total, I have about 6 certifications. In the midst of my time, transitioning, I'm literally applying for jobs. So like, applying for entry level positions, account managers, maybe social media managers. Like, I was just involved in so much as far as like applying for jobs that it was overwhelming. Like, before I was accepted to my new role, I had applied for like 1,000 job applications. I'm currently here in Hawaii, and so most of the job application that I was applying for was remote positions. And so there's not really many headquarters here in Hawaii. Most of the headquarter positions are on the mainland. So New York, places in Colorado, Florida, Texas, the bigger states, the bigger cities. And, day after day, morning after morning, I would just see, unfortunately, blah, blah, denied. And every morning, it was just so like heartbreaking because I knew that I wanted to get into the field and I had to find a way to get into the field. And for me, it wasn't easy. It literally took time. And I just received my offer, like I said, and it is the end of August. So from March to the end of August, I've been applying for jobs. And it's really been tough, but we're here. So veterans, other individuals that are, going through like a transition phase, from maybe one career to the next, it's possible. Definitely take me as, I guess, a reference, or the person that has done it, so it can be done. I always look on YouTube and just see people making transitions from like journalism or, straight out of school with no experience, and everyone for the most part always started with that internship. Once they had the internship or that experience, then it was easier for them to go from one career to the next, or from school to the new career, which would be digital marketing. I will always look up day in the life videos for digital marketing, and seeing some of the some really good creators, and just seeing their day in the life and the content that they posted, and I always admired and couldn't wait to maybe one day create a YouTube channel. And so now the time is here. I definitely feel like I have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge, and just in general, just information that I definitely want to give out to the world and those who are in need for it. Transitions, whether that's career or finding your new career path, is definitely incredibly hard. And now that I'm on the other side of that, I definitely would like to help other people accomplish their goals. Now, I'm the type of guy, before I do anything, I have anxiety. So if I am going to, let's say, digital marketing, if I'm interested in digital marketing, then that's all that I'm thinking about. I'm on YouTube, people in digital marketing. I'm gonna Google, what's going on in digital marketing. I'm trying to find out as much information that I can, about whatever I'm interested in at that time. So, for instance, in digital marketing, I'm looking up everything. I'm YouTubing everything, day in the life, week in the life, and I'm just pretty much obsessed at this point because I'm trying to figure out how to get in it. You gotta be ambitious. So, that's why, I decided to do, the YouTube channel. And not only that, to help people out, but also to help myself out. This is pretty much my portfolio to, not only help people out, but to better me. 2 years down the line, next year, if I'm still doing YouTube, which hopefully I am, I can look back and then just see how far that I've come, from this video. This video may be, nothing compared to the videos that I'll, produce next year. And even still, there's not that much information about certain topics, on YouTube or even on Google. Like for instance, I am in the digital marketing master's program at Full Sail University. And there's not really much information, about like, each class or, what each class entails. I kind of like getting a sense of or idea about what I'm walking into. I also think that it's definitely essential that, before you get into something new, you should, of course you should do research, as much research as possible. And so that's where I come in. I want to kind of give you guys a day in the life, week in the life. This is what it takes. This is what I'm doing in digital marketing. So that if you are interested and you see, what it takes to get in there, you don't shy away from it. Or if you do, and you know that it's not for you, then that it saves you, money. We're talking about going back to school, maybe 3, 4, 5 months on an internship, wherever the case may be. I kind of want to help you guys out as much as I can. So with all that being said, if you don't have anything right now, if you're going through a transition, whether that's from career to career, school, military, first thing is try to get some certifications. Certification. And one of my favorite YouTubers right now, who I always, look for, anticipate putting out their YouTube or new content, is Lakey Larson. Shout out to you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely get you guys some more content starting on Monday, starting on the first day of training. I probably do a week in the life of a digital account coordinator and just show you guys everything that we're doing as much as I can, showing you guys everything that we're doing. So if you are looking for, that new transition, you at least have some type of idea from the beginning, getting your foot in the door, what type of training that you guys will have to do. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Peace.